Hello, it's me, Tamar, and we're talking about demographics in and around the areas of Luton. So, I'm on the Office of National Statistics website, the ONS, it's a government website which collates statistics, and these are figures from mid-2019, okay, so a little bit out of date, 2 years out of date, but currently the best source of these things. So, as you can see, it's an interactive map. It does change as I move. Over here, we've got Dacorum, we've got St Albans, North Hertfordshire, Central Beds, and it actually drills down further into Luton, which is what I'm focusing on. So, first impressions, we are on the median age section, okay? And in all the surrounding areas, you can see that it is this shade of blue. 42, 41, 42, 40, 41. Then you travel over to Welling and Hatfield, it's 35 is the average age. And Stevenage is 38, the average age. What do we think the average age is in Luton? It is 34.6. So, an average of about, 6-7 years younger than the surrounding areas. You might think, what importance does that have? But it does have importance. It does have importance when, younger people are known to have higher levels of unemployment, when housing is to be an issue. There's a lot of issues that come with having a lower median age population. But moving swiftly on to my favourite topic, which is population density. You'll see it change here all of a sudden. So the scale goes from 1 to 10 over here. 1 being the least dense and 10 being the most dense. I'll follow the same pattern. So Buckinghamshire is a 4. Look at that. Look at that massive area. And it is a 4 for population density. You've got Dacorum at a 6. You've got St Albans at a 6. You've got North Hertfordshire at a 4. You've got Welling and Hatfield at a 7 out of 10 for density. Central Bedfordshire, which is basically just shares the only difference between there and Luton is, the lines that are drawn when you drive from one place to another, at a 5 out of 10. Can anyone guess what Luton is? 10 out of 10 for population density. Okay, 10 out of 10. Now, there isn't exactly a description here. In fact, is there? Let's see here. Well, I'll read. Yep. So variations in population density continue to get larger. Let's see. Population density gives the population per square kilometre. The interactive map in figure 4 shows that areas in and around major cities, particularly London and Birmingham, are the most densely populated. London boroughs account for the 20 most densely populated areas in the UK. The highest population densities in the UK of over 16,000 people per square kilometre are found in the London boroughs of Tower Hamlets, Islington, along with Hackney, at 14,800 people per square kilometre. These 3 local areas have notably higher population densities than any others and have been steadily becoming more dense since the mid-2005. Now, contextually, it doesn't really tell me anything about Luton specifically, but Luton is a 10 out of 10. Let's find London and Tower Hamlets, etc. Let's see. I'm showing my lack of knowledge. Let's see. Tower Hamlets, hello, you are a 10 out of 10. And most of London is, to be honest. So you're a 10 out of 10 on density, on par with that of Luton. Fantastic. Again, not great reading for someone like myself who looks at things from a holistic perspective. Well, it is helpful for me because it helps my argument a lot of the time when, anyone who has any counter arguments are welcome to input. So with the most densely populated area around here, our median age is clearly much lower. If you break it down even further, you'll see that it is still segregated. So 0 to 15% percentage of our population aged 0 to 15 is 25%. That's extraordinarily high. People over the age of 65, it's 12.7% compared to nearly 20%, which is, again, extraordinarily high. Yeah, let me just round up the points I'm trying to make. So, when you're living in a densely populated area, there is that much more, what I want to use is the term of human capital that is available, which means that there's going to be more litter, there's going to be more trash, more waste, there's going to be more consumption, there's going to be more footfall, there's going to be more damages, there's going to be more crime, there's going to be more health concerns, there's going to be more of everything compared to somewhere like Central Bedfordshire, which is slashed in half. Now, financially, and what the town or the areas can accommodate will vary, so I don't have that data. But just to put it into context, everything is infinitely more. When you pay £100 towards the maintenance of the street outside your front door, that is budgeted down to, we account for, in a year, you will have maybe 60,000 steps on that piece of pavement. However, if you're living in a densely populated area, whereas depending on how it's budgeted, if it's budgeted that there's 60,000 steps are going to happen on that piece of pavement outside your front house, but in reality it's more like 260,000 steps, then basically what you're paying towards doesn't actually add up. And the reason it doesn't add up, potentially, is, you know, there's an increasing number of rental properties and subletted properties, and people who maybe don't live in the town or are working in the town or working and living in poor conditions. 5, 6, 7, 8 people to a house, only built for a family of 4. These are the conditions that lead to things going downhill. When I'm looking at my litter and fly tipping things from the Luton perspective, I'm looking at it to say that we are in an area which is almost prone to and bound to have these things. So we need to take a different approach and look at the root cause issues. The root cause issues. So, just to round up and end this 8 to 8 minute video, there are a lot of issues, but there is also a lot of energy, positivity and ability that is within this town. Arguably, in this lower dense population area, there is less energy, impetus and talent. But within Luton, it could be the case. You could make the argument that we are abundant in it, overwhelming, overflowing, all these words to describe it. So it really will come down to a case of, can we, or you, can we harness the energy, spirit and power that we all have within our densely populated, lower median aged area of this country, planet, world. Thank you. It's been me, Tamar Lavender, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye bye. What is the problem with Luton? Why is it that there's so many issues? Why is it that so many people think of the place of Luton as so bad? Luton, you know, oh, I wouldn't go there. Oh, I only go to Luton, get on the airport and fly out. You know, what is the issue? Why is it that, you know, young people refer to people with mental health and drug issues as nitties? Why is that happening? All right, well, let's maybe start to look at the issues. Let's cut to that. Let's do that.